Hey guys, welcome back to another glitch opening. I know the whole resistance event is now all the rage and that like I shouldn't really be doing this. I should be focusing on like getting those resistant supply drops, but doing these affords me some time to talk to you guys, and I'm doing 40 this time. I'm trying to find that sweet spot still where like I can do a decently sized like, supply drop opening, but like, still try to keep it like within 8 or 7 minutes because I don't like long videos. I don't like giving you guys long videos, so I'm still trying to find that sweet spot. But one more talk about the whole YouTube partner program. I'm sorry. I know I've been like talking about it like for what, like 2 full openings, and I know that's like more than it probably deserves, but just one more thing, and I couldn't really get to it. I learned just recently, and I know I'm like really late to all of this. It's probably, I think, been news for I want to say like at least like 3 to 4 days, like now, well maybe 5 days by now. But I just learned just now, because again I'm really slow to learn all this stuff or like to look it up, but coming February 20th I will be released. Like it's not like Freedom's fault. Like none of this is like Freedom's decision. This is just YouTube doing it automatically. I will be released from Freedom, so I will no longer be a part of Freedom at, as of February 20th or whenever that rolls around. Like I don't know if it's going to be like in the morning, if it's going to be like at midnight, like like 12:01 a.m. February 20th, or it's going to be like some random time in the afternoon or like in the evening. But sometime February 20th I will be unlinked from Freedom, so that sucks. I've been a part of Freedom since I believe either May 14th, 15th, or 16th of 2014. I can't remember when I applied and when I got accepted the very next day. I don't remember what day I applied though. It could have been May 13th or 14th or 15th, and I got accepted like either one of those like 3 days I mentioned. But I've been a part of it for a while, and I haven't been really active recently. Like I will admit to that, but I've really enjoyed like all my time here in MCN Freedom. Like it's been amazing. It's been great. I've enjoyed the community. Like the community's been like amazing. Like they're super nice, super friendly, super supportive. Like they're the best. But so like just losing that, like that kind of sucks, because you've been a part of something for so long, and like you're just getting forcibly taken away from that. So it sucks, but you have to understand like YouTube's side of things. Like I don't think they've ever got a profit. And again, I've talked a bunch of like shit about the whole like only in it for the money and all that stuff, but at the end of the day, like this is a business for people, like for a good size amount of people, like for the company of Google, and for YouTubers, like this is a business. This is like their job. It's just not a job for me, and not something I really care about, because I'm just well, I care about it, but like not the same way you would care about like a means of income, like a job. Like for me, this is like a really awesome hobby, so that's about as much like effort, how much like time I give it. Like it's a fun hobby. It distracts me from school, gives me something to do. But for these people, like this is their livelihood, so they have to make profit. They have to get money. So yeah, you just have to consider it from their point of view, and it's taken me probably longer than it really should have, but I've accepted it. So it sucks being taken away from Freedom, but you have to consider both sides of like the argument, and this is just the way it has to be. So that does suck, and I will miss Freedom. I don't know if I'm gonna make a video saying like goodbye Freedom, or if I'll like do one last post in the what's it called, is it called the Freedom Forum I think it's called just the Freedom Forums. Obviously I haven't been there for some time. I think I have like 1,300 posts or something like that. Like I have quite a few posts there, but I haven't really been there recently because of like school, job, other things coming up, travel, applying to this, like again, like colleges eats up a lot of time, and like I don't know what else was happening. I think I was just like preparing for like college. So after I think or like I was in college, like trying to figure out where I was going to go with things, so I had other stuff to do. So I think come like 2016 I started to really like dial down like my time spent there. And then that's regrettable, because like I really did enjoy like just spreading positivity when I could, looking at videos that people were posting, asking for feedback, and I would try to give the best feedback like my simple brain could give. And even before that, like in 2014, 2015, when I first joined, it's like giving channel reviews like in the comment sections of videos, and going to forums and like people asking like, can you review my channel, and like doing it. And you'd meet a lot of good people. Like you met a lot of good people doing that, and I will miss that. So it's just the whole like nostalgia just coming back, and that was a real like point in I think like my YouTubing where like I really started to become comfortable with it. So it's just like a lot of nostalgia, a lot of good times that you really can't I get you can still look back on, but you can't really connect anymore because you're no longer part of that community. And to Freedom's credit, like I believe they just it's gonna be later for me because again I'm really late to pick up on things, but 2 days ago they actually sent early payments. I think they did it a week early. Usually I think at the end of the month they would send out payments, but they did it early as like a response to like the whole YPP update. So to make sure people got their money before they got released. So that's good on Freedom. Like that's why I love this community so much. Like, George is such like an awesome leader, like the founder of Freedom. Just little things like that, and like the whole shout out series they used to do. What else? Like it was so long ago. I really need to check the channel again, but like just things like that, being very supportive to the community, making sure the community like supports itself, like being very open. Like George makes a lot of videos, on the channel, or I think he still does. I still need to really check back. I haven't done it in a little while, but just doing things like that, like people who are like part of the Freedom company and part of the team, like just making videos on the channel, letting they're still around and like they are listening to us. So things like that are why like I have no qualms with like again like I don't really care about money. So like the whole 60-40 split, which like people say is the worst kind of split you could do like for a YouTuber or like YouTuber to like MCN, but like I don't fucking care. Like to me that makes no difference. Like it's the community that makes the difference. It's like when people talk about jobs, it's like you don't have to be making the most money, but so long as you love going to your job, you'll keep going back. And like same thing for the community. I love the community, and that's why it's never occurred to me to find another MCN, because in my eyes I don't need to find another one. This one's the best one possible. So again, just like losing that and like talking about this still, like it just it's gonna hurt when February 20th comes around. It's gonna suck to no longer see like I'm a verified partner of Freedom anymore, and it's gonna be a hole. It's gonna be a hole in my on my channel. But again, like the whole philosophy that I've been living, or I guess the whole the way I carry myself here on YouTube, it's not gonna change. It's still the same. Do this for fun. Numbers don't matter. What if you worry about it too much, like it just ruins the fun, and fun is what really matters around here. So I'll just keep doing that, and maybe one day I can just join Freedom, I guess when I can be of use to them, because they've been doing so much for me. Like the support team at Freedom has answered every single question I've had. Like they've been literally the best like support team I've ever like either called or like, well, not called, but like the ones you call, which like you're left on the like the line for like I don't know 5 or 10 minutes. They've never done that to me. I got like quick replies within like sometimes the same day, and they must get thousands or hundreds of messages, but they always answered me like very, very promptly, very politely. The shout out series they used to do, I got 2, which I didn't deserve. So like they've been doing their like damnedest to like really make sure I succeed, and I do feel it was wasted on me because I am doing this for fun, not a career. So that doesn't mean I appreciate it any less. Like it was amazing, and I will truly miss the time I've spent with the Freedom family. So I'll think about this stuff when I make another video. But anyways, yeah, the glitch, it still works. Like it still works obviously because I just did it, but like you think with all the updates we were getting, like we got a lot of like hot fixes and updates like the past week, but you can still do the glitch. I let the zombies kill me and it didn't make a difference. So still works 100%. So don't worry about like dying early or like before you start the glitch. Like that doesn't affect anything. Obviously still works, so just do it, and maybe one day they will patch it. One day maybe. But anyways, yeah guys, so hopefully you enjoyed this, and like always, have an awesome day. I'll see you all in the next video.